settled on this field. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Buffaloes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Throws it off the RPO. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barney. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Calandria. Here comes the heat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun. Out wide right, it's Barney. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. The Cornhuskers are flying down the field. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Huskers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buffaloes offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Here's Lewis to throw. Right side, it's Welch.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lewis wants to pass. Under pressure. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Lewis. Out wide right, it's Welch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
2nd and long here. It's Lewis again. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's the extra feel you get with this team. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here on 3rd down. Sets his feet. It's Calandria. Look out. Finds his big tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Throwing, Lewis. Right down the middle. Lucky to get it off.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Rush is on, and they got him.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Clements. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Great place to start for this offense. Moving the pocket, it's Calandria. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cornhusker! 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Just got rid of that one. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. Lewis unloads to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bust through behind his pad. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space. So if you instead of what happened, now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Keeps it, looking for room. Shakes off the defender. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! He ran through tackles like water. They'll get this drive started from the 29.
Here we go, ready? Let's go!
Lewis to throw. Out wide left, it's Danzy. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Throwing, Lewis. The quick out. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. New set of downs after the completion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Fires to the right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. From the gun on third down, Lewis. He's got them back in the middle. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Buffs now use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Fourth down, Lewis. They're all over it. And the incomplete. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking for the edge. He'll pitch it. Not gonna make it. The Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it. It's Welch. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Explosive offenses aren't necessarily air raid offenses, right? Sometimes you can just run the ball and pick up chunks of yardage, and you've seen that now on these last 2 plays. Really great job by the offensive line. They are road great up front. And 2 nice ones, all of a sudden you're in the red zone. That is how you can be explosive.
Touchdown, Buffs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's why this...
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 20. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Release to the back. Right side, it's Welch. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side is Atkins. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Wants to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 3rd and 3. Lewis. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the windows...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Had to force that one.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
The quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
3rd down from the gun, Lewis. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone there.
This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
This has been a presentation. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, Dayton Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Hoosiers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Coming out with it, it's ball. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Brown. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. Complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Churns into the pile. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Wants to throw one first. Finds his target.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarter.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The defense putting points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. On the return, it's Ball. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Hit as he throws. Gets rid of it.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
2nd down to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that. And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Every offense talks about being physical, setting the tone. That is exactly what the offense just did. Run the football every play down the field. Don't try to trick them. Don't try to confuse them. Just be physical and set a tone.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He breaks a tackle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. The 40, at the 30. The 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Deep in the end zone, it's Preston. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We talked about it earlier, now this home crowd making life difficult. From the gun, it's Richard. Got enough for the first down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Drops back. It's Hoover. Turns it upfield. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down, gonna throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Becker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Got the first down. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught behind the line. It's shot. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy QB will look for early and often in this game.
Right side, it's Preston. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun, running back on the move. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. We we've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Looking to the big tight end. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Goes high to pull it in. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Gator! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Moves the pocket. It's Hoover. He's going for it all. Got it down the field. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
The Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Preston.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Leaves it short.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. First 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple of completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal. You have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You can tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble and gets the stop on 4th down.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Runs through the tackle. Turning it on. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Preston. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game, who's winning, who's getting separation on the outside, who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage. This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From deep, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Out wide right, it's Brown. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
But I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Finds his man. It's Brown. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure. Looking for room at the 30. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
Got his man down the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, third down and long situation to get that conversion and now get first and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. Nowhere to go.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Left side is Singleton. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The snap sets up to throw. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
To throw, it's Hoover. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Picked off to stop the threat. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Buying time to his right. Fires downfield. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fires to the wideout. Between the hashes, it's Preston. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. The sure hands, it's Richard. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Near the marker, it's Marsh. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Long way to go on second down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And the Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on.
It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Holds on, it's Brown. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Snaps it in the shotgun. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
In this situation of the game, it's so hard for the offense to throw it because you're trailing by a lot, so the defense knows you're throwing it. They've got all these extra DBs out there, little fast guys that can break on the football. The windows are so small to throw into, and that's what happened on that last play. Nice job getting the INT.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are
wide open on the right. Goes upstairs. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Oh, it's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's ball. tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Tight end now in motion.
Wide 33 Buster! Wide 33 Buster!
There he goes. Inside the 50. Past the 30. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown Gators!
Well, you gotta love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And you want to still be aggressive. A lot of times aggressiveness is what gets you a lead, but at the same time, man, we got to take care of the football. We can't make dumb mistakes. Time and time again, you still are winning. I don't know if you know that. Look up on the scoreboard. You're still in the lead.
Go!
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilson.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Wilson has it over the middle. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Now on first down from the 43. Rashida Downs going up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Changing the routes with his receivers. Needs it here on fourth down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
One more play to pad the stats. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Caught over the middle, it's Barker. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.